Peaky Blinders is arguably one of the best shows of the last decade, thanks to its top-tier writing and spellbinding performances. However, among all its great scenes, one still stands out above the rest, and it changed Thomas Shelby forever. Despite the crime drama wrapping up over 3 years ago, the franchise is far from over. Alongside Cillian Murphy reprising his role as Tommy for an upcoming movie, Netflix confirmed that a Peaky Blinders prequel show is in the works, alongside 2 other spin-offs. This means there will be plenty of intense action and suspenseful conflict still to come, but the upcoming projects will have a tough time surpassing the original show's greatest scene. Season 2 contained several great outings, but Peaky Blinders had one masterpiece of an episode that really stood out, Episode 6. The second season's finale was the British drama at its best, and its jaw-dropping fake-out death didn't just stun audiences, but it also rocked Tommy himself, who changed permanently after this nail-biting encounter. Peaky Blinders Season 2 finale made Tommy feel limitless. Ever since Peaky Blinders debuted, it has been clear that Tommy was one extremely ambitious man, but having survived Season 2's finale, the protagonist felt truly limitless. After killing Michael in Season 6 finale, Tommy uttered the line, "I have no limitations," a quote that he used in a previous confrontation with his foe that has since become iconic. It provides a real insight into Tommy's mindset, as he fully believes there is nothing that he can't do. This way of thinking undoubtedly stemmed from many moments throughout his life, but Season 2's finale seems to be where a switch was flipped. Tommy has come close to death in Peaky Blinders on numerous occasions, but Season 2 was by far the most significant. After his plan to kill Inspector Campbell slowly unraveled, the gang leader found himself in a no-way-out situation, as he was taken to a remote location by 3 assassins who allowed him some final words and a cigarette. Dropping to his knees in front of a grave, Tommy had accepted death before one of the assassins killed the other 2 men, claiming Winston Churchill had a job for the protagonist. He was clearly shaken and emotional during the aftermath, but cheating death made Tommy feel limitless, hence why he began making bigger and bolder decisions afterward. From Season 3 onwards, Tommy was constantly trying to expand his empire and gain more influence, even acting against the wishes of his family to do so. Therefore, surviving Inspector Campbell appears to be the moment that the lead character began to feel immortal, making the title of his upcoming movie feel especially fitting. Tommy's fearless attitude was both his greatest strength and biggest weakness. Most Peaky Blinders fans tend to love Thomas Shelby despite his flaws, and his fearless attitude was one of his most endearing traits. Of course, he was still frequently stressed and worried about certain outcomes, but despite knowing the consequences and stakes of his actions, he continuously made incredibly bold decisions all throughout the series. His daring nature proved to be one of his biggest strengths, as it allowed him to reach heights that many wouldn't have thought were possible. Taking on enemies like Luca Changretta and Oswald Mosley would be the end of most gangsters, yet Tommy's political pull and cunning tactics allowed him to best them, despite Mosley surviving. He set massively ambitious goals and somehow managed to achieve them through pure grit and determination, alongside his great strategy. However, his refusal to back down also proved to be one of his biggest weaknesses, as Tommy's main love interest in Peaky Blinders was caught in the crossfire of a heated feud, suggesting his antics denied him true happiness. Likewise, John and Polly were 2 of his closest family members who also died while serving the Peaky Blinders, and his inability to listen to reason caused the likes of Michael and Finn to turn on him. Therefore, while his supposed lack of limitations made him a political and financial success, it also cost him love and family. Why Tommy's fake-out death remains Peaky Blinders' greatest ever scene. With Inspector Campbell being Peaky Blinders' main villain for the first 2 seasons, the tension heading into Season 2's finale couldn't have been higher. Tommy hatched together an expert plan that played out flawlessly for large parts of the episode, but despite Polly killing the central villain, Tommy's death looked unavoidable as he was outnumbered and held at gunpoint. Considering the franchise wasn't nearly as big as it is today, nor were fans aware if the show would even return for Season 3, it felt highly possible that Tommy could meet a stunning end. Instead, one of his captors turned on the others and revealed he worked for Winston Churchill, which blew viewers' minds and set up an exciting future. Additionally, the acting was impeccable, as Cillian Murphy cycled through all sorts of emotions, such as anger, acceptance, shock, and stress. The music and scenery were also great, with the twist itself being extremely well executed, hence why the whole episode remains one of Peaky Blinders' all-time best. Such a strong conclusion helped cement the second installment as one of Peaky Blinders' best seasons as well, putting the franchise on a strong trajectory that made it a modern classic. As a result, Tommy's fake-out death goes down as one of the show's most influential moments, especially since it completely transformed the character and Peaky Blinders in the process.